In the short 2 years I've been a trading card game fan, I've never found the game I could call home. In Pokemon, the community rallies together to accomplish seemingly impossible challenges, and Wise has all the nice, expensive waifu cards to collect. However, even through all that, I never felt like I truly found the game I was deeply passionate about. Until now. I've only been in the Grand Archive community for a little over a month now, and I already feel so much love and passion for the game. The art and card quality are amazing, the devs are active and always listening to the community, and you just have plenty of options to play the game in your style. So when I received a first edition box to open for a video, it just didn't feel quite right to open it in the studio by myself. So here's my game plan. I need to find a couple of card shops that potentially might support the game. I want to hear their thoughts about Grand Archive, and maybe we can share the experience of opening this box together. We found one. So I can't believe I'm actually gonna be able to say this, but thank you to Weebs of the Shore for sending us this first edition box to open. So official release is April of 2023, and to help you understand the game a little better, let me read you a few things from their Kickstarter. Grand Archive is an anime trading card game with Western game design and extreme collectability. It is the first anime card game that embraces card interface clarity, low stat numbers, and easily understood rule stick. So I don't know what any of that means, but what I can tell you is I am excited for it. Anyway, back to the video. So we have Steven here from Turn Zero Games in, is it LA technically?
Yeah,
right?
we're in the heart of LA.
Awesome. So I have brought the sealed first edition box.
Mm-hmm.
So can you tell me why, like, when did you find them? Like, why did you decide to back their Kickstarter?
I was actually on vacation. I got a random email from a friend about who loves card games, especially anime card games. And his favorite one kind of died a while ago.
What was yes, I just want to see that.
It was Force of Will.
Oh no.
We have a long history of Force of Will. And he was like, hey, did you hear about Grand Archive? I was like, no. And I looked into it. It looks, the art's fantastic. The aesthetic is very clean. Yeah. And honestly, the card readability, like the text box, is exactly where I want it to be, unlike other card games. So I was like, you know what? Just sign me up. It's like, they have a game store here. I'm in. Just get me in there.
Yeah. Well, the store in general primarily does Magic, right? So
Magic,
you've played the game?
Absolutely.
Okay. How do you compare it to Magic then?
It's similar enough that most people won't have a problem transitioning into this game, but it's different enough to keep them interested. Okay. And honestly, like, if you want anime Magic, which was basically what Force of Will was, this is like the perfect game for that.
Because Rai, which if you're drafting, makes sense. You need these champion cards, right? Powering Harmony, dude, I really like just the art on them. It's just designed really well, and I also like the
card back is exactly what I like about this game.
The textured back. It's so nice.
It's so good.
Amaran deck. Weaponsmith is actually pretty cool. Merlin is my favorite character though, just cause like, yo, Cruxite foil. Wow, and I got the dupe here. Okay. And then just, these are the rest. So foils, rarities are actually not guaranteed. So in Weiss, like if you were to buy an entire case, 99.99% you'll get like an SP or whatever, right? But here they're all averages. So on average, you're supposed to get 3 foils, but you could get none. Which sucks, especially because like MSRP of these boxes of Alter is like 112 or something.
But also
like
you might get more, right?
Exactly.
It's not guaranteed.
Exactly. So you could have a box of like 10 and just be a god box, or you could have 0 and just cry. I'm super jealous. Oh, another foil.
Got a foil. Nice.
Ooh, Orb of Regret. That one's a nice card.
It's the SR foil.
SR foil. That is very rare. So all the rarities, quote unquote, so the commons, uncommons, whatever, all of them have foils. And obviously the SRs and URs are even rare. So actually, this is a really nice fold that you pulled a foil SR.
That's a really good hit. Yeah.
Well, this is kind of delayed, but I am here with Sam, who is the store owner of Perfect Rares over in Artesia.
What's up, guys?
Do you want to kind of roughly introduce yourself other than that?
Sure. I'll save you guys the bulk of it, but long story short, yes, we have a card shop in Artesia, California. I was about to say Cerritos, but it's generally almost the same city.
Yeah.
You can see it on YouTube.
Yeah, Orange County, LA.
Right,
we
Orange
all live in LA.
Yeah. If you guys haven't yet, I do have a channel that I actually haven't updated in 2 years. It is Perfect Rares. You can also find us on Instagram at Perfect Rares. But other than that, yeah, I'm at the end of the day, I'm a card player at heart. I do have a background in Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, Digimon, and now One Piece, which is kind of like my bread and butter at the moment. But I am excited to see what Grand Card Archive is about.
I think some experience is an understatement.
Some
especially like Yu-Gi-Oh.
I don't know. I mean, you could look at my top.
We'll get into that once we get into the actual playing side of it. But just some experience is an understatement.
I know nothing about cards.
Yeah, he's a random guy who picked off
random
the
dude
street.
on YouTube. But the box is a little bit more matted and a little bit thicker than the Final Fantasy ones. So already good, really, really good first impressions on this. I do like that the box does look a little bit more high quality than even like Recross, because Recross feel like just kind of like bootlegish.
Dude, Recross doesn't even have like plastic. It doesn't even come with plastic on it.
Like a little
it just puts a tab.
Oh,
textured back.
Wow,
that's pretty nice.
Are they all like this?
Yeah, every single card will have.
Wow, that is a step up. Yeah, I think that is a step up in terms of just.
Yeah, it's kind of like Build Divide. So the Build Divide also has a textured back.
Inspiring. First off, how many cards in a deck?
So there is a minimum of 60 cards in the main deck and 12 cards in a material deck.
Are these standard or are these mini size?
Standard size. Yes. Yeah. So there's 60 and 12. So 72 total. But
is this the rare because it has the R right there?
Correct. Yeah. So the letters are generally the same.
Illustrated by Daryl. Cool.
Yeah. So there's 60 cards minimum, but there is no maximum. So you can have like 200 card deck if you wanted to.
You ever see that meme where like these guys like it's like lugged by 2 guys, but it's a whole deck? You took it to like a regional.
Oh, for Yu-Gi-Oh?
Yeah.
They put like every card in existence into that deck and they just brought it.
Yeah. And then like it's like, you want to shuffle my deck? Oh, bro.
They shuffle like, hey, you want to cut? You want to shuffle, dude?
Yeah, no, the artwork's great. The quality of it is actually like really, really good. It's okay. So I think there's a fine balance to having like flimsy cards like Yu-Gi-Oh, but then there's a fine line of having cards that are too hard, like Bandai cards. So this is a fine balance between the two.
It feels
so
nice.
like on the real, like it's like, I don't know. You don't mind if I kind of shuffle them, right?
Yeah, of course. Go for it, yeah.
Like, yeah, this is nice.
Yeah, it feels nice.
Yeah, it is very nice.
Yeah.
I like this.
Normally you put sleeve stuff.
I'm the type of guy where like you shuffle your cards, and it's like, but then like you don't want the card games out the gate. I think simplicity is very key. So like. I'm always joking with like Yu-Gi-Oh players. Like, do you guys remember when Yu-Gi-Oh cards used to be like big legible text, and like really simple effects? Yeah, like this, you could actually read this. This is nice, right? And it's pretty like self-explanatory, problem-solving card text. I like a lot. Like, look at the top 5 cards, and you may reveal any animal, beast. Yeah, it's self-explanatory.
Very
very really easy, quick to learn. I think as Yu-Gi-Oh kind of went along, and like the text just got like smaller, and then paragraphs got longer. Yeah. So like. I was just like, that's so much text, dude. You gotta memorize what they do. Yeah, this is simple. Like, I think any card games, for the longevity of things, like it's good to have simple card text. But at the same time, I understand you don't want to like compromise the integrity of the game. So I think for what it is right now, it looks very like well balanced in terms of like they even fit supplemental text. Right. This is actually, I think supplemental text is very important because like it adds to like a lot of like the lore and the story when it comes to like a lot of stuff. Like, so like in Yu-Gi-Oh, like I don't know, there's different lore that's kind of explained through the artwork, right? But then like you don't actually know unless you kind of piece them together, which is a little kind of nice. But I think adding like a little bit of like text, like even like Weiss, adds a little bit more personality to the card. So
yeah.
So we here at the shop don't really pay attention to Sylphie, right?
Not really, but.
Her wolf is holding a flute, bro.
Yeah.
That's so cool. I never looked at this art before. I just never looked at it.
Sylvie's actually pretty nice.
Her wolf is holding a flute. That's pretty sick. Yeah, that's all.
That's all. Conduit of the Mad Mage.
Ooh.
So this card is pretty strong. So it's very combo-y. So and you're playing arcane, right? Or mage spells, I think. So the more mage spells, it just wakes up, gets +1 swing, right? And it rests itself. And then you play something else, wake up, gets +1, you swing again, and it just ramps up. It's a really good snowballer.
Yeah.
Assuming you have the combo for it.
I like me a cute girl with a big bat. We're gonna do it open in like multiple ways. Shout out. Okay.
I've seen some people open from the bottom.
Okay.
Oh my god, there's a pull tab at the bottom too. The heck? I've never noticed.
So, okay, I'm gonna try this. Shout out to my wife's boys. Come on, Brad! I don't know how. I would like to see Romero do this. I don't think he can, but here.
There you go.
There's another way.
Yo,
Holy moly, dude! Oh.
Well, the problem is because there's no hole here.
Oh,
Right?
yeah.
Because
Yeah,
with Pokemon and Wise, there's a hole there.
Sure.
For
Very nice. Very nice.
oh, I'll show this one just because we haven't shown it. There we go.
Cool. Again, some of the art is really well done. But maybe it's just because I was playing off of a printed copy that's like really like 144p.
Well, it's like the saturation wasn't as clear, the sharpness, everything was just not as good. So when you actually have these cards, when it's like professionally actually printed, I actually hope you enjoyed opening. It's only 4 packs, but
Oh no, it's so I legitimately enjoyed opening these. I think, well, I mean, I'm not gonna say anything about the packs. Realistically, the pack wrappers feel kind of cheap, but it's a Kickstarter first edition. Like, you know, these are things that just like get figured out later. What's more important, because really like the pack opening, the pack wrapper is just like 2 seconds. The cards themselves, even the cards that will eventually be relegated to bulk, feel nice. That's what really matters.
every card feels nice. Every card's art looks good.
Every card's art looks good. The crispiness is there. Like, I guess I've been doing cards for a long time, and sometimes you can look close enough and see the printing patterns of the printers. Like, you can literally see the little. If you look close enough, you can see pretty much the ink blots, right? Like, these cards are printed on high resolution printers. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go to your nearest card shop or go into your own cards. Find a Magic the Gathering cards. If like you look in the back of them, you can see the printing pattern. It's like a rosette pattern. You can see it with your naked eye.
I can't.
Oh. The thing that impresses me the most is like these artists with like whose names are written in Asian characters. Like, those are still really crispy and not fuzzy, even though it's really small, right? I don't know if it's gonna be on camera.
Go a little lower.
A little lower. But like, it's still extremely sharp. Oh, here's a neat little feature too. Like, if you see the dividers, it probably costs a lot more to have a divider that's like 2-pronged instead of just one. It's probably more expensive, but it's kind of worth it because now the display box can be kept here a lot easier than like, I mean, I've been having trouble with some of the visual blocks sticking, like, you know, stay in place. But whatever. Also, you won't feel it until you get it in your hands, but the texture of the box is the same as like the back of the card, which is really nice as well. Like, it's
Not the textured part. It's not textured, but it does like it's not like.
Oh yeah,
It's not like grooved or
but like
whatever.
but like the finish.
Yeah,
the
exactly.
finish is like, it's matte. Let's put it that way. It's matte.
Like, if
It's
you are
not slick.
opening this box, you take that wrapper off, it feels
premium.
Yeah, like
feels premium.
you spend 100, you know, whatever MSRP is going to be, and God forbid demand is super high, so it goes above MSRP. Like, it feels like at least $100.
If I wasn't a jaded card shop owner and I was like looking to play this game, I think my first box I would probably open it so that there is not a single nick on it, and I would keep the box. I genuinely would. I think they've done a really good job with the box. It kind of makes me sad that you've been such a monster towards this thing.
It's been places.
Yeah, it has been places. Let's say that.
It's okay. It's not the first box.
Yeah.
We have a second one I beat up.
Yeah.
Meeting card shop owners and hearing their thoughts was fascinating. They are, after all, more experienced than I am. Like Steven, who is like a semi-pro Magic player, and Sam, who is like a pro Yu-Gi-Oh player, and Tops, who's been a collector for honestly longer than I've been alive. And seeing them excited for the game gives me hope and validation for my excitement for the game. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe. If you'd like to see more of these, please comment below and tell me, are you excited for Grand Archive, or did these people convince you to be excited for Grand Archive? Let me know.